also wrote The Lessons of History, very brief, 100-page book, in which he said, well, history proves that, unfortunately and unhappily, Jesus Christ has no advantage over Genghis Khan. Because if you are strong enough, ruthless enough, powerful enough, evil will overcome good. Aggression will overcome whatever.
Many people today are asking a question that has come up again and again in different ways. Was Jesus weak? Because he was good? Because when people look at the life of Jesus Christ, they often focus on one thing: his suffering. He was arrested. He was beaten. He was mocked. And finally, he was crucified. So the question naturally comes, if he was truly powerful, why didn't he stop it? Let's understand this clearly. In the world we live in, strength is usually defined by control and power. If someone can fight back, defend themselves, or defeat others, we call that strength. And if someone remains silent, allows suffering, or chooses not to fight back, we often see that as weakness. But Jesus completely challenged this idea. The Bible shows us that Jesus was not helpless at any point. In fact, in John 10:18, he says clearly that no one takes his life from him. He lays it down willingly. That means what happened to him was not out of weakness. It was a choice. Now think about this logically. If someone has no power, they cannot resist. But if someone has full power and still chooses not to use it, that is a completely different level of strength. Jesus had the authority, according to the scriptures, to stop everything. In Matthew 26:53, he even says he could call on heavenly forces if he wanted to. But he didn't. Why? Because his mission was not to escape suffering. His mission was to fulfill a purpose. Another important point is this: Jesus did not respond the way humans normally do. When people insult us, we respond. When people hurt us, we want justice immediately. But during the crucifixion, Jesus said something that is very difficult to understand from a human perspective. In Luke 23:34, he says, "Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing." This is not weakness. This is self-control at the highest level, because it is easy to react in anger. It is easy to fight back, but it is extremely difficult to forgive, especially in the middle of pain. So what was really happening? Jesus was not just suffering. There was a deeper battle taking place, a spiritual battle against sin, death, and Satan. From the outside, it looked like defeat. It looked like evil had won. But the truth is, the cross was the moment of victory. The Bible explains that through his death, Jesus broke the power of sin and death. The very thing the enemy used against humanity, death, became the means of defeat for the enemy himself. Jesus lived without sin, and then he willingly died. So when he died, he didn't lose, he won. And the story did not end at the cross. On the third day, Jesus rose again. The resurrection proved that death could not hold him. It proved that his power was greater than the grave. What looked like weakness was actually the greatest victory. So was Jesus weak because of his goodness? No, his goodness was not weakness. It was the evidence of his strength. Because choosing love over revenge, choosing sacrifice over escape, and choosing forgiveness over anger requires far more strength than simply fighting back. And this truth doesn't end in the past. The Bible tells us that Jesus is alive. He reigns, and all authority belongs to him. He is not on the cross anymore. He is risen, and he rules. And one day, he is coming back. He will return, not in suffering, but in glory. And he will gather those who belong to him, those who remained faithful. He will establish his kingdom, and his authority will be fully revealed. So the question is not really about Jesus anymore. The question is about us. How do we define strength in our own life? Is it about always winning, always proving ourselves, always reacting? Or is it about having control, patience, and the ability to do what is right, even when it is difficult? Jesus did not lose because he was weak. He chose the path he walked. He defeated sin, he defeated death, and he defeated Satan. And today, all power belongs to him, now and forever.